here. And you can change this page size if you want, but it's really not necessary because when you actually save the shape as an SVG or a cut file, none of this is going to show up in your background. So there's a couple different shape tools to select from. There's rectangles and squares, circles, and also stars and polygons. So we're going to go ahead and make something slightly more complicated than like a square. We're going to choose to do a star. So make sure you've got the star selected, that your corners, I want a 5-point star, so I'm doing 5, and also that your rounded number is at 0. And then all you do is click and drag to create your star or your shape. I'm going to let go. I'm going to use my selection tool here to grab, there we go, to grab my star and move it towards the center. And then I do just want to go ahead and check my fill and stroke paths that I have. So you can actually go, let's see, it's under Object, Fill and Stroke. Now it'll pop up on the side. So you make sure your fill is negative, that there's no fill in your shape. Your stroke paint is black. It can be another color though if you'd prefer. And also that the width of your stroke on the basically your outline is 0.1 or less. You don't want it to be too thick. If it's too thick, then your file later will appear as 2 different cut lines, an internal and an external, and you don't want it to be basically making the same cut twice. All right, so my fill dimensions look good. So I'm about ready to go ahead and turn this into a cut shape. However, before I do that, I want to make sure that there's no internal shapes that I want to add here, any internal cut files. So as for an example, if I wanted to make this into a necklace or a keychain later, or add some interesting elements, like if I wanted to put a bunch of circles or a circle in the middle and have it be a cutout in the middle of this shape, I need to do that before I actually take this next step. So I actually want to go ahead and I'm going to make this into a keychain later, let's say. So I'm going to make my circle ahead of time and just place it where I want it. That looks great. Sort of. All right, there we go. Next, what I want to do is once I've got that any internal cut shapes I want to have done, I want to make sure I have everything highlighted. So just using that selection tool again, I've got my internal shape or shapes selected and I've got my external shape selected. Next, all you're going to do is go up to Path, click Object to Path. Nothing exciting is going to happen down here, but you can go then and save it as an SVG file. Make sure it says SVG up at the top here. There's your selections down there. And we're just going to go ahead and leave it as an Inkscape SVG. I've got it labeled as star, saving it to my desktop, and that's it. So that is creating a simple vector file or a cut shape in Inkscape with a shape that's already available to you.